Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, so let's start. Yeah, good evening, everyone. I think we should be on our way now. So this is an illustration I'm working on currently. Yeah, but since for today I'm just going to show you guys how I do isometric grids and all of that. We are going to work with a different illustration reference. Yeah, so I did this yesterday and yesterday night and this evening. So work on something different, although it's actually pretty okay. This was the one I did the other time. Where is it? How am I losing track of my this is hanging? Alright, so this is the one I did the other time, right? I'll just give a little explanation on my design process, right? I don't know if I still have some of those things, but I use the Adobe Illustrator. Let me ungroup this. So I use the 3D Illustrator feature on Adobe Illustrator and work on my stuff. So if you look at this right now, it's in 3D. I can convert it back to 3D to 2D by just simply dragging it out and just doing this. So it was originally a 2D object. So what happens is that I make this um, 3D object, visualize everything in 3D. I look at okay, the reference is not here though. I look at the reference, draw it, and then change it to 3D. So what there is, so what happens there is basically I am visualizing it. It will help me to design something unique. I don't want to copy what the other person did, although I'm copying, yeah. And then I then do my stuff. So from there I'll be able to and the whole finished stuff. I have not worked on it before and it's something new. I'm going to share and we're going to do it together. So follow up and yeah, um we are on our way. Yeah. So let's start. I think yeah, we are done talking for now. So let's start. Alright, so this is the reference image of the work we are going to do today, right? So this is the reference image. Now, if you look at it, I want before you design or before you illustrate, I want you to like study what you see. Now, these are shapes. All of them are shapes. Even the hand is a shape. Well, combination of shapes. Now, if you see, there is a circle here, a circle here. There is even a circle here. This is more of like yeah, still a circle. This is a rectangle here, a circle inside here, right? There is a circle here, but it's being cut into two. Still here, circle. So there are a lot of circles here. I've already gotten the cue on what I'm going to be working on in this kind of stuff. So this kind of illustration, they call them isometric illustrations, or you can also call them um, fake 3D, anyhow you want to call it. Now, if you see, so let's extend our artboard. So let's extend our artboard. Good. Now, when we extend our artboard, we now, all right. So we since we have already taken note of the shapes, right? We start, yeah, start drawing it. So let's start with this very first one. So this is a circle already, right? I do the circle from the ellipse tool here, and always for as long as you're working with 3D objects, make sure that your since you're creating like a base as 3D, make sure that your fill color is white and the stroke color is black. Very, very important. It will help you a lot. You want to try to visualize everything in 3D. Okay, now this is in 2D at the moment. So basically you go to your 3D and objects, 3D and materials section and go to extrude. Now you see it in extrude and now it's now a 3D object from a 2D object. Now if you look at this thing again, you now see that it's like a border, not a fill. So we want to try and convert this to a border instead of as it is. So we just come here and do this. Yes. Now we can increase this. Okay, no, no. Okay, so we can increase the, I think it should be stroke. Yes. Alright, so we can increase the stroke. Okay, hold on. Alright. So we can increase the stroke. I can increase it even more, 40. 40 should do. And then I can change the black to like gray, because I'm not really seeing the reflections and all. So I think gray should give me something. Hold on. Let me remove the fill. So if I remove the fill, I think I would see the inside, the edges of this, right? So let's remove the fill. Good. So we are seeing it now. Now we can custom rotate however we want it to be, but I really like the way they rotated the other one. So we can just rotate it to be like something like this, right? But you can control your rotations here, right? Anyhow you want to do, but I would leave it as it was. So I really like, we have already done this part, right? So we have done that part. Now we have now for your custom, for your rotation, if you want to rotate something, I can just copy all the values here, right? You can copy the values here. Now I'm going to do the inside. That's where the clock is. So what will happen is that I'm going to duplicate this and hit Shift X. When I hit Shift X, it turns to yeah, a fill again. Now it's now going to be ash. So I'll change it to white instead of ash. I don't want to work with ash. Right now, I think ash is visible a bit, so we can change the depth of the of this to 1. Good. Now you can send it to the back by Control Shift and bracket open. No, I mean not the other. You guys should know that by now. All right. Okay. So as I was saying, this my rotation is custom, so I'm not working with theirs. I'm just using it as a reference point, right? Now we have covered basically this part. Now let's look at the clock, right? So we have 3 things you are looking at. We have the second hand, the pivot, and then the long hand. So let's start. So let's go to our rectangle tool here, and then I would like to make it gray. Let's make it gray and make it a fill as well, please. Let's make it a fill. So we're going to work with it, right? So we'll make the long hand long and the short hand short. It's common knowledge. And then rotate it, right? Of course, we want to rotate. Well, we might not need to rotate it though. But okay, let's not rotate it. Let's not rotate it. And then we now get our ellipse tool in here to there. I think this should do. So now since we are working with 3D and we are working on the local rotation of this clock, we'll have to copy this so that we don't really have to be rotating like the usual thing. I mean, you are trying to work smart here. So now you come here. I think we might need to reduce this just a bit. So we come here, convert it to extrude it, make it like 10 pixels or 5, right? So now we want to copy. So what will happen is this: I'll copy everything and do it one by one. So it might be stressful, but yeah, it's more effective than rotating it by guessing. So instead of you rotating it by guessing, you can just you can just copy all these values. Just get them on your fingertips and then you're good to go. Alright. Alright, so we are almost there. So now for the Z axis, minus 4.6. Minus 4.6. So we'll do that here. Alright, so I think we have gotten our rotation done. And now, one thing that can be very, very confusing is the sizing. So you might want to, okay, let's reduce the size. Let's reduce the size just a bit. Reduce the size, but don't let it affect the rotation. Just reduce the size by the normal, yeah, the normal way. So you might also want to check if it is centered, um, which you can come to align and then center it. Yeah, very, 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 very important. Or since it's 3D, it's not really does not really follow all those things. So you can maybe eyeball the thing and then just follow. Now we have the second hand and the third hand. I mean the long hand and the short hand. So we leave it as 10 pixels for the depth. Leave it as 10 pixels. So we leave it as 10 pixels for the depth. Alright. And then yeah, we will now start doing our homework here again by the copying the rotation. Yes. And please, yeah, as we are here, do well to share the live link to your friends so that they could join in and follow up. I mean, why not? This is free. This is free value. Nobody shares our illustration. This is good, and you know. So yeah, just share it with your friends. And then um, the Z, yeah, the Z. So the Z is also there, and there we go. So we now bring it in. So it's a little bit too big, so we can reduce it, right? Yeah, I love this. And then we can now rotate it in 2D, not 3D, please. Now if you rotate it in 2D, it does not affect the 3D rotation. Please, so this is 3D rotation, this is 2D rotation. We can rotate it as we like, but please don't let it affect your 3D rotation. Now we can also increase the height if we want to, but we don't want to actually. So we can also create the shorthand from this long hand by doing this, rotating it in 2D, right? And then reducing the size. Okay. So let's see. We can maybe bring these three things just a little bit here, perspective wise. Now we still have yeah, the clock, this circle inside. So we can now select this. And as I said, this is like custom stuff. So we are like doing this thing as a different stuff. This our reference um image is just basically just giving us a guide. So we can now make this one like two. Okay, now make this like, let's say, one. All right, cool. So we can also if you hit A, yeah, or yeah, I might want to select this and then remove. Okay, no, not that. Delete. If you select a node here and delete by using the direct selection tool, I just want, yeah, a path like that. I think I'll actually leave it. I'm looking at something. If I add another node here by using the pen tool and maybe delete this one. Okay, I think this is better. So it's still on the same degrees with the clock. So we can now reduce it just a bit, and then okay. I think it might need some work. It's not looking so nice. It might need some work. I need some work. I'm not looking. It's not looking good to me at the moment. I need some work, but so we can just make adjustments here, right? So we can make adjustments. Yeah. So if you have any questions, you can just drop them down in the comments below, and yeah, we are good to go. All right. So I think we are done with the clock parts. So we are done with this clock part. And please, before I continue, this is just the wireframe, or should I say, a base sketch on what we are going to be doing. What we are going to be doing main is the line art. The line art is what we are going to do main. That's where all these colors will come in. This is just basically giving our own feel to this work. So this is going to be, let's say, 1 2 hours or more. So if you are good, you can stay. If you aren't, then you can still leave, and then the YouTube will help us record this and leave it here whenever you want to. So please, this would take a lot of time. So yeah, let's continue. Now we are focusing on this side now, right? We try to, like, okay, let's rotate this, like, okay, instead of wasting our time, let's just rotate it like this. So we can also come here, rotate it like this. Okay, and okay, so we are getting somewhere. All right. So now this is here, and I'm okay, and maybe the y-axis just a bit up like this. Let's just see that inside a bit. Good. It's looking better now. It's looking better now. Now we have the under. Now the under is a separate shape. Now the under is kind of like a sphere, but has been cut. So what will happen is this: we are going to remove the extrusion, and I think we're going to release it, convert it back to a 2D object, and then go to revolve. So we go to revolve, allow Illustrator to render it. Oh no, no, is it revolve? Hold on. Is it revolve? Okay, it's not revolve, it's inflate, sorry. So, oh, scared me there. This Illustrator. Cancel, cancel. Yeah, so if your PC is not strong like my PC, be very, very careful the way you touch this. So it hangs a lot, like it hangs a lot, a lot. So what will happen is I'll just return back to properties and delete it. So I'll go back to 3D and materials, inflate it. So when it inflates, okay, Shift X. Okay. So if you rotate this, you'll see that it's how should I put it? It's kind of like, how should I put it? How did you take talk this thing? It's it's inflated, but just in one part. So you can also inflate it in both sides. But since we want to achieve this um this side, and if we are looking at this, we are observing this thing is kind of too big for, we can maybe just compress it down from here. Does that work? Yeah, let's keep going. Okay. All right, so I think this works. Or we can keep going if more possible. Yeah, I think that should do. Um, so we're going to copy the rotation of this one, right? So x-axis, copy the x-axis, and then copy, yeah, paste the x-axis just like that. Good. It's not looking like something different, but don't worry, we're getting somewhere. So yeah, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stop all this one. All right. Y-axis will be 771. Okay, yeah. Then the z-axis. All right, then the z-axis. 180. It's supposed to be 180. Okay. Why is it giving us this result? Oh, okay, I've seen it. The I think we stretched it a bit too much. Stretched it a bit too much, so it's not. It has lost its form. So what will happen is this. I would improvise here. I'm going to improvise here. Let's do away with it. Let's do away with it and then do this again. I'm going to improvise here. As designers, we need to improvise. So come to 3D and materials and inflate it again. But it's going to appear big. Yes, it's going to appear big, no doubt. But I think what will happen is that we are going to like just okay. So I'm not going to get. I'm going to do rough work for the rotation. So I'll just send it to the back. Do rough work for the rotation. Now it's looking like a toilet. Ah, interesting. So it's looking like a toilet now. So when we are on our pencil, we can just like design, like how should I put it? Stop around here. We won't go too deep. And then what else is here? So this side is pretty simple. So what will happen is this. Why is this thing not responding? So we're going to have this side. Alright, now we're going to just inflate it. Let's leave it like 3 pixels. Inflate this side and then yeah, inflate it. So we're going to increase 7. 7 is not okay. Not sure if 7 is okay. Let's say 16. Double the size. I mean double plus 2, of course. Yeah, I think this should be okay. Then just a little bit of rotation. Okay. And then I think I'm going to employ a semicircle here. So let's work with the semicircle around here. So to draw a semicircle is pretty easy. Just come to this section and then just cut it into half. Alright. And then I think we are good to go. So we can now maybe right click and then simplify. And let's leave it. Yeah. Now we're going to shift X to yeah, then inflate. I'm guess working now. Alright, so we can 2D rotate this just to fit in. Send to the back. So okay, that's sent to the back. Now Illustrator and hanging. Alright, so you can now reduce it. Alright. Then I don't think okay, yeah, this one. So we can now create a sphere by this and then inflate like the other time. Yeah, I think we have done it, so we can just inflate both sides. So if you rotate it, then I think Okay, for this side, you can just leave, or do we need to leave it out? So we have this, yeah, yeah. So we have this. Now we have this done already. As I said earlier, for this side, we're going to use the pen tool to just correct it. Illustrator does not give us that freedom to um Illustrator does not give us that freedom to make it small. Alright, so now we still have this side. Do we leave it? Okay, what will happen is this. I'm going to leave that side for the pen tool. So now pen tool work. Yeah, pen tool work is where we are going to start right now. All the coloring and customization and everything in between. So what happens is this: we delete everything that's coming our way, group our clock, and then if you want to do any of your rotation again, you can do. But I'm actually okay with this. So we're going to group it and then reduce the opacity. So you can reduce the opacity to your taste. I always like keeping it a bit lighter so that I can see my lines and see the what I'm doing. So now you come to your object selection and lock it. Now regarding the reference, I actually used to trace on top. I actually used to trace on top, and that was that time, you know. But I don't want to trace on top again because it's just making me feel like an imposter, right? And even as a professional, right? As a beginner, it's cool, but I'm not saying I'm professional here, but when the level you go, right, you will not want to like trace on top again. It makes you look like a child again. So you kind of like do it by eyeballing, look at your work and then just go. So let's start. So we can now go to this select color to black so that we can see the line art pretty well. So if you create a circle, whatever, so you hold Shift X. Yeah, Ubuntu, yeah, thank you for that. Really appreciate you. Yeah, I think we are good to go. So I think I'll prefer to make a perfect circle. Yeah, perfect circle should do. So to create a perfect circle, you just hold Shift and then just drag your ellipse tool. Then come to this now, very very important. I like to use free transform tool, especially for anything perspective. So you can just drag it in like this and then like this. So the free transform tool will help you to like give your shape that perspective. I don't know how you want to put it, but it gives put your shape in perspective. Okay, let me sound the English. English is hard. Then so I've done this front side, so I'm doing this back side now. Now if you look at what I'm trying to do is this. I'm trying to like create this side. I think I can just maybe increase it like this. Alright. Now I can also increase this one like this. You can zoom in quite a bit. We see that we still have some part that we have left out. And since we still need that space, we can just increase it. Yeah. But there's no harm in doing that. Now select the both of them and then select the to join that the shape builder tool. So the shape builder tool, what it does, it builds shapes. I mean, from the name already. So you just I just eliminated those two so that we can have this side and this side. So we are not done yet. We still have this other side, the inner side to go. So we can select this one, duplicate it by using Alt and dragging, and then yeah, we have that. Now you can still see we still have another one inside. So that one is still pretty simple. You can just drag, it, right? So you can drag that. And then can now, yeah. This is pretty good. Now we're done with the clock, the outside of the clock. Now we want to like focus on this inside. So we are creating an in the shape inside. So what will happen is this. Um, yeah. All right. So we want to create the shape inside. So what happens is select everything here, and then now you see this side that I kept on top of the place I want to. So you just click plus there, yeah, and then eliminate every other part. Think you are good to go. So now we still have this side, right? So we can use our pencil to draw it, right? You can use our pencil to, yeah, draw design however you want. Um, all right. Now we have this side. You can just select it, drag it like this, and then click the node. Go over there, drag again, click the node again, click here. I mean, before you click, just drag it, yeah, and then all right. I think we that illustrator and hanging pretty buggy. So it's been long I worked on the project and illustrator hangs. You know why? It's been like months. Illustrator has been working pretty well. I don't know why it's on my YouTube live, like to start behaving like what I don't know. All right. So we'll leave it there. I think we can still maybe drag this up here. So we can also walk around this one as well. So for this one, I would like to like see it very well, so I can reduce the stroke size just a bit, so I can see this stuff, so I can see it's already not correct. It's very important for you to see your work pretty well, right? I might even want to reduce it again. It's not correct, so I can do away with it and create a perfect circle before because it was perfect, and then bring this one here, increase the circle size, and then yeah, just drag this one like this, and drag this one like this as well. Yeah, so you could rest it there. Now we now have this in here. So as I said earlier, this stream is recorded, so you can come back later to like watch it. But if you can still, enjoy the time with me here, then it's fine. You can just stay. So we have yeah. I don't know how long. I think we should be done in an hour. I actually picked a simple illustration for this project, and since this is not the first time I'm doing this, the first time I did this, it took me 3 days to work on it, right? So I mean, it's first time for everything, and this might even be a try and error session as well. Something might not work, which is which I would say it will work, but I'm just capping though. So yeah, we have this here, command communities here, add this here. All right, then have this one here, have this one here, have this one here. All right, cool. I think we'll leave that one at that. So we can now do this. All right, so we still have another one here. So we have this for this one. Can now like bring it down. I think I'm going to make this one 1 point, not 1 pixel. Rotate it just a bit. So when we do that, just this and then just bring that one there. Now for when it's pretty tricky here because the lights, the light settings. I didn't really touch on lighting here because the light was pretty good to me, but now it's affecting me just a bit. So you can now work based on assumption. I'm seeing some lines I'm leaving out here. Okay, so now you can also work here like this. All right. So can work this one here. Bring this one just inside. Yeah. Yeah, I think we are good to go. So we can now start building our shape. Okay, before we start building our shape, we have this side now. Very, very interesting. Use the rectangle tool for this side. So for this side, we can now build the shapes. So we are just building the shapes. I'm using the shapes tools, all the shapes tools for this practice. Now we kind of like you know work like, how should I put it? Yeah, I think this is okay. You can, yeah, we are free to edit the notes so that it matches the, well, since if you're editing the notes, make sure that it touches this your other shape, so that when you're building your shape, it will touch, like, how should I put it, it will build pretty well, so that it can cut in pretty well. I don't know how to say it, but when I build the shape and finish, you will see it. So for this sec, the circle will build this particular one, and so I can now increase this. Am I going to? All right. Can I increase this? All right. All right. I think this is perfect. So this is the perfect chaos. Like we have the perfect chaos here. So we are going to slowly. Okay. We still have something here. We can just drag this one out a bit. Okay. Something like this. Yeah. So when building your shapes is very, yeah, can be very tricky at times. So you might want to like take extra care. I think I'm even missing out some part, but I'll leave it that way though. So I want to build the shapes now. So I'm going to shape build out to release that out. Release the side. We don't need it. Release it all the sides. Now this place is kind of like confusing, but since I already know where my lines are, I know what to do. Now I can still, yeah, I can go ahead and then, yeah, do that. Do this. Do this. Oh, okay. So I've done a pretty clean job now. We want to now do this fair. We want to do this fair. We can now select this and then, you know, why not? Now for this side, as I said earlier, so this originally this was how it was, and this one is like I want like a toilet. Let's you know do that. Can just I go like this. So I want to look back at it and check, and then continue drawing till we are done. Now build the shape. So when we done build the shape, yeah, build your shape. Um, so we might want to smoothen some places like here. It's kind of looking too rough. I want to smoothen it out. You might want to smoothen it out and something like this as well. Same thing with this one. Delete that. Now I think okay, this one. Now what I'll do is I won't unlock. Okay, I'll actually unlock it. Sure. I'm not really okay with this as inflated, so I can change this to extrude. Uh, maybe 10 pixels might not be okay. 10 pixels might not be okay for me, so I might want to like increase it to like 30. Let's 30. Ah, okay. Looks a bit off, maybe, but I think we might want to bring it just up, try to sit right there. Mhm. And then maybe reduce the size as well, please. Reduce, not increase, illustrator. Hear my commands. Hear my commands. Good. Maybe you can now reduce the stroke width to around like 12. Yep. Yep. Alright. So let's not make it float. You can just a little bit of that left my liner to and for every what do they call them? For every movement your 3D in your 3D workflow, your 3D would load up except your PC is strong. So when you are working on this kind of stuff, be patient, right? Just be patient. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, right? So just be patient when you're working on it, because your PC, as you're learning it, as I'm following up, it can be frustrating, but your system might not even allow you to do your best. But you just hope for the best that you get a good workflow. So you can now lock it back. Alright. So I think yeah, this is pretty this is actually lovely. I think this is perfect. The whole magic will start working when we add the color. So yeah, you can now oh no, chill. Make this around a illustrator. Yeah. And one point, and then make this black. So changing colors here and there, you know. And then I forgot, it's a perfect circle. So we're going to work with a perfect circle here. And then we'll just leave it at the edge like this, and then we can work. Alright, I think what will happen is this: reduce this a bit, come to my free transform tool, and then just transform it just a bit to fit in the circle. So for a shape in perspective, and you're trying to work it in your 2D workspace, please use the free transform tool, right? To give you the best result. Nothing else will give you will give you a better result. So we can now come here and then reduce this. Alright, so let's look at this. Reduce this again, and then select oh no, before we select, okay, now select everything. Hmm. Now okay. All right, it's looking good, looking good. So right click, unlock everything. I think we are done with our line art, but don't forget we still have a lot to do. So if you come back to our reference image, you might want to ignore it, but well, let's actually ignore it. So yeah, this is where you might have little issues, right? So I would maybe say want to go to Pinterest and work on more things like this, right? Or because I got this from Twitter, so I worked on I go to crypto sites. They have crypto exchange Twitter handles. You see stuff like this, so you might want to keep practicing stuff like this, isometric illustration. Now, for the hand, I will eyeball this. Like I would this, I would draw this by eyeballing. So what happened is this. I don't I'm trusting myself on this. I don't want to trace on top of, as a beginner, that you might be, you can you can I you can trace it. So I'll try to trust my instincts on this one. You know, I've not actually done something like this. Okay, I think you are getting there. And okay. So the thumb is a little bigger. So for you to eyeball and kind of like get your stuff right, it's very, very important for you to be observant of shape and size, and don't be scared to make mistakes. Now if you see, my own is pretty much down and the other one is up. So, and you don't want to say, okay, my stuff has to be perfect, my one has to be like their own. I mean, you are a different person, and there are different designers there. So you are not going to have the same result, definitely, as long as you are not tracing. I don't want to trace, but please trace. So if you are not very good at, if you are not very good with the pen to first, but if you are pretty good and you're confident, I think eyeballing, I'll call it eyeballing. Look and draw is going to be good for you. I think if I actually started by with that method, like eyeballing to draw, I think I would have been very, very way better than I am now. But I still don't like. It's still not bad to like to to look at somebody's work and then trace on top it. I mean, it's not bad, but still, yeah, just okay. So we have the last one, or something like this. Then we can now start building the shapes, the ones that we need and the ones that we don't. Mm, all right. All right. So let's work on the fingernails. Yeah, as I said earlier, your work will not be like their own, so don't be disappointed. Even me like this, I'm disappointed at my work, but I have to go with it. You can do as Nobody's rushing you, so you can do as much correction as you want. I would like to really widen up this mine. It's looking well. Let me just leave it there. So yeah, we can now work on the fingernails. Just wrap it around. So this is where the coin would be. So I'll leave that hand empty. All right, and then this one. Let me zoom in for this one. This is like the thumb. Yeah, and for the colors, we are going to. I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to get our colors. It's going to from this illustration though, but it's going to be something different. I'm creating this mentality for myself that, okay, look, I'm trying to do what these guys did, but I want to personalize it. I want to like make it that even though they see the illustration, they know it's not their own again. Like, I don't know if you guys get, but that is just me. I used to like copy their stuff verbatim, but then I verbatim one, yeah, like what how it was. So I don't want to go that part again. I want something that, okay, they look at my work and they be like, oh wow. I mean, although I'm not saying I'm not going to start getting my ideas, or yeah, I'll be getting my ideas, but still, when I'm replicating somebody's work, I don't want it to be a case of I am fully copying the person. It's not right. It does not feel right. Okay. Now, the coin. So by eyeballing, I would like to work this in 3D, which I'm tempted to, and I will. Let's work with this in 3D. You can make it ash, maybe this kind of ash. All right, now can come to 3D materials, extrude, maybe it's not that thick, so we can make it like 25, half of what it was, and then maybe rotate it. Yeah, you can make it like, let's say 40. Okay, maybe 30. Didn't get a lot of guesswork. As a designer, you can do guesswork as you want. Just try what you think is good and then just keep going with that. Okay, I think we are good with this. I think we are good with this. This shape is perfect. It's more than perfect. All right. Um, we are halfway done actually. We are halfway done for those of you. We are halfway done because what's just remaining is coloring and customizations here and there. So um, we are halfway done. I don't want to rush this, and it feels like I am rushing though, but I just wanted to make sure I take my time to explain this. So if you don't have, if you have any question, you can just come to my. I've linked my Twitter in the bio in the description below, so you and go and check the and DM me, just DM me, right? I'm going to answer you, or you can ask your question here. I mean, I'm just talking for the guys that will come later on to watch this stream, right? I just want something like that. That's the reason the chat is here. I think this is like, I understand with a lot of people because I'm having just two streamers right now because Tuesday Tuesday a lot of people will be on their work decks trying to meet up deadlines. Nobody wants to watch some stream or so. I was like, why should I stream now? Well, I mean, it's still I'm looking at something I can do what I want when I want to. Despite like whatever goes, like whatever is going on. So I mean, I'm going to stream, and then you can still come back and watch it. That's like the beauty of YouTube. I'm really thanking YouTube that they were able to implement a feature that you could come back and then still see the stream um, as it was. How what went on and so forth. All right, so we can now build our shape. So we can build this shape. Yeah. Okay. Now I would like to group this. So permit me. Okay, I don't want to group this yet, since I still have. Okay, we have the ton blockchain's logo there. So we can duplicate this. Um, yeah. So we can duplicate this. Okay, looking pretty good. Just group it and then let it just sit. Oh, group and let it just sit pretty, yeah. So it will be like below this finger. We can make it a little bit bigger. So we can now place it just beside this, right? All right. So yeah, we have done a lot. So our line art is ready. Did I delete pages of that? Did I delete the 3D? I deleted the 3D stuff. Oh. Anyways, since you're already done with it, there is no need. So we can now start observing. I really like the color, so let's start coloring. So it was from the colors that we will know what to add and what not to add. I like colors here, very very beautiful. Just there's just so much freedom that I don't give myself in the way these guys color. So what will happen is this: I'll select this image, come to object, come to create object mosaic, and then okay. Now this is the color palette. as perfect as you want it to be. But I don't want to use it. I want to use something different. I don't want this is CoinX. CoinX is a crypto exchange if you don't know. So yeah, can come to this recolor artwork. So I would like to recolor this palette to suit maybe something greenish, more of blue and purple. All right, I think this one works. So I would like to compare and contrast. So I'm going to put the both of them side by side, create object mosaic, and then okay. So although there it's kind of purple and all, you can still work with it. All right, so let's start. Let's give our illustration life. Let's breathe life into this line work, right? We can just drop this one side. So we'll add more things into the illustration, but I just want to color it so that I can see, because when you color, you would now see how should I put it? You would now see more things I might want to add. So let's start. I want to, and this is going to be gradient too, but I'll start with flat. Alright. This is gradient, but we'll start with flat. So I'm just going to randomly picking colors. Okay. The colors is where okay. Maybe something like this. So I'm randomly picking colors though, so it means that it might look awkward, but we're going to ride with it till maybe uh mm-hmm, okay okay with our sphere, something like this pink, or I don't want to pink too deep. So yeah, I think yeah. I'm seeing it. So the flat color is now looking a bit dull. So I might want to I'll use light shade. So I'm seeing okay, this one is looking dull already, this one is looking dull already. I'll just come to the color guide and then work this out. Use the tint here to create a good gradient. I'm not satisfied with this yet. So that's why for as an illustrator, my experience is that there are some points that I'll look at my work, I'll be so I won't even be proud of the work, but I know where I'm coming from. I'm like I have to finish this up so that I can okay, this one will be a different color. Let's say this. Yeah. Okay. So I say I would like to work, but you know this okay, this one is looking the same. I might want to work like this and then maybe yeah. Okay. I'm seeing something now. So what if I work with interesting colors? So let's say like this, and then come here and then make this like this. Come like yeah, it's looking pretty bold. And I'm enjoying the work now. Maybe something like this. No, this. Uh, yeah, so I said there's trial and error here, so don't judge me. Uh coloring is going to be mad as so yeah. So I like to work with something around yellow, work purple a lot already. So I may want to change my mind and make it something like this. So I don't think there are strokes here. Okay, there are strokes, but they are not that visible. And I think most of the strokes are kind of like, what are the strokes here? What are the Yeah, so make sure that your strokes are not visible. Just make sure that they are not visible. Okay, that blue does not work there. Let's try this. I think that one works. I think that one works, right? So we might want to like, okay, let's do for the hands. So let's see. Purple hand. I want the blue. Let's work with blue. Okay, so let's work with blue. I think blue works very well. Very nice. Then can come here. So just don't mind my like, don't mind me. I'm just experimenting. Yeah. And I want to add shadows though. I'll add shadows in this thing. I see this thing shadows will make sense actually. So I would like to add shadows as well. Maybe make this one a little bit different. Maybe something like that. Okay, something like that. So I might want to do shadows here. So what happens is this very non-destructive. Select everything that you want to select here, and then duplicate it. Come to properties, yeah. Come to and then just unite it. So I would like to pick purple for who is that purple? I discovered that purple blending mode. Oh god, it's too sweet. The blending mode for purple. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just too sweet. Nothing comes close. Alright. So we can now come to opacity. Okay, we can even make it even darker. So come to opacity and then make it overlay. Get gist. So that's the shadow. And this is just a bit. I really like it to come out very well. Even for this one, I think we can have something like this. Yeah. What is this? Oh, okay. Overlay. Alright. Now this is looking pretty good so far. I might want to actually use this one here. Yeah, this is more solid. And maybe work the yellow here. The yellow will actually slap in this place. Let's work the yellow here. So I use the color guide a lot, so we just follow. Also, I can delete that. Come here and then select this. You know, something like this. Delete it. Delete this one again. Oh, what did I do? I can't. I didn't create that shape. So please bear with me. Sorry, I didn't create that shape. Yeah, don't need that shape. You can now reduce the. You don't need the stroke size. You don't even need strokes. I mean, you know what I mean by strokes. So yeah, mm-hmm. We have that. Ah, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Okay, so um, something like this or this. Yeah. So we are having some strokes here around here, and it's not looking okay. You might want to maybe just edit this just a bit, like covers the side. Okay, it's not looking like I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, this is way better. All right, so when I want to add patterns and all of that, but before that, let's touch the hand. And this is just flat, and flat is already looking very good. I love it. This is like what I like. I don't know if you like my work, but I like my work. Let's just take it. Like, don't like it, it's fine. But yeah, let's go with the hand. So the hand will be. I can still use this kind of like pink, or yeah, this pink. All these pinks. And but for this stuff, I think I'm going to use the strokes. Yeah, I forgot something which I would add now. Um, the shadows, lighting this thing, very very important. Gives our work depth. Okay, so you need those two things. The lighting and shadows gives our work so much depth. So you might want to like work around that. Uh, mm, so I'm picking the fingernail color. And something. Ah, some will work. I didn't complete this one. What was I thinking? Where was my head at? So Illustrator will always expose you for who you are, for the fraud that you think. Ah, come on, just behave. Come on. Okay, fine. We're going to work it like that. Alright, the coin. What color should we use for coin? What color should we use for coin? What color should we use for the coin? Looking very saturated on this other screen. Alright, so for their own, they use the lighter color outside and the darker color inside. I think we'll go with that. Mm, I don't want to use pink again. Let's use purple. A very light purple. Okay, and let's ungroup it as well, please. But we're going to group it back later. Uh, looking far off. Looking far off. I think what will happen is this. I'll make this the color instead. I'll make the purple dark, like dark as fuck. This is the darkest purple I can get. Looks like I need something. If this is dark, I need a light purple. It's not that. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Seen something. Seen something. Seen something. Okay, I want this side to be like as dark as hellfire. Where which other place is that? So I'll leave that one like that. I'm going to put everything with a G. Select these ones and then just shift it to the back. Okay, fine. Select this one, send this to the back as well. Send this one to the back as well. Since they don't want to. Now, cannot bring this one in. So since the light is like coming from here, we want to like add shadows. So let's add shadows. We'll add shadows. Alright, the shadows are coming in pretty well. No. I was going to change the shadow color, shall we? Let's just leave it as that blue that we colored it for the coin. So that there will be no mix up. And fun fact, this is like the first time. I think this will be more of like my fastest time for an isometric illustration. We'll then work on the decorations and all after the stream. But you guys know what I mean by decorations. Opacity over layer. So I think this is passing my vibe check. Interesting. So this is passing my vibe check. I like that. Oh wow, wow, wow. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I really enjoyed this. This is beautiful. I can't wait to show you guys when I'm done on Twitter. Like, and funny enough, this is just like the flat. We still have not done the gradient, so we do the gradients. Whoa, what thing will come happen? It's going to be mad. It's going to be mad. So you get so I think just leave this one like this. And I've never touched background though. This thing goes long, die. All of you guys that are going to spend your night with me, we can now vary the opacity. Some can be just like, wait to just give the opacity contrast. Then the most boring part of this stuff is just the wireframing. Outside that, every other part is sweet. So I can kind of like, I'm looking to see how I can decorate this thing because I don't want to limit myself to this illustration. I want to like, okay, let me get the thing. Okay, but I'll still work around something. I'm going to work around something like for this side. Okay, before decoration, let's do gradients. So let's keep this ones here. So I don't like deleting my line work. I don't just know why. Can you even don't even delete your line work, please. I'm begging you in the name of God because it's like the thing that you worked hard for. So you just delete it all gone like that. Nah, please, oh, I'm begging you in the name of God. When you're done with your illustration, don't delete your line work. It's like a ritual to me, even though you will not use it again. Yes, don't delete it. All right. So we're going to be working with tints and shades now to create lovely gradients. Are you ready? All right. So let's go. All right. This thing is looking too dark. All right. So now for the hand. So how we normally used to do is this. I will come here, collect the color like this, and then I'm like, okay, that wants to be a lighter or a darker. The lighter one is calling me. Something like this. Alright, so let's come to the gradient panel and then maybe 90 degrees should work, or minus 90. Alright, so we're going to work all this on this. Yes, same thing with all this. These fingernails, make it. I don't now. This style is looking different from this one because. So what I'll do is, let me see how it will cope without, how they will cope without the fingernails, and I mean without the strokes, because they have to work without strokes. Of course, it's looking odd. I was putting the strokes because of the I was putting the strokes because of the okay. So we have to make the gradient work so that we don't need strokes. I did not want to use strokes here. So let's make the gradient work. Alright, I think it's very, very possible. So let's come here and then do like I'll make this one like a little bit darker, add that light just small. Do this one to the minimum. Same thing with this one. Then yeah, for fingernails. Okay, maybe can we leave? Okay, yeah, fingernails. Let's work on the fingernails. Use color guide. Just come here. You want to go as random as possible. You want to go as random as possible. So this, and just come here. I think we are good to go. Let me see their own self. This guy is want me not to be believing in myself. Okay, so um they actually had strokes. Look, let me not scare myself. Let me add strokes to my workbook. But no black. Maybe 0.5 and then maybe something like go in this pink range. Yeah, something like that. Cause why not? Then for the coin, we can we can now like do this. Use the color guide. Oh, why is it not showing? Oh, hold on. All right. Okay, I think I know what to do. I know what to do. Okay, so I'll come here. Yeah, come here again. Yeah. Now I can just come to this place. Okay, good. That's now Sabi button. Alright, so we're going to do the two. Who needs strokes? I hate when this thing converts to strokes. Always like when it converts to strokes. Okay, looking good already. Looking good, bro. Can leave this one like this and then maybe just okay. I want to add a little bit of light. Let there be light, please. And there was light. This is sweet. Thing about this, I would like to like share my work in progress. But since I'm on a stream, my phone is like, hey bro, you can't do that shit. I'm like, okay, bro, no problem. I'm not going to do that shit. Because anytime I open my camera, it's always wild. Alright, yep. So for this one, the same thing. Something like this. Okay, so for this one, we're going to just do a different style. Alright, so add this here. Okay, and then same thing here. Rotate it. Yeah, I think that one should. We are good to go. Now for this side. For this side. Ah, something like this. Let's see how this one goes. Oof, looking slick. I don't need that slickness, nigga. I don't need that fucking slickness, nigga. And that slickness, slickness. So this is what I need actually. Oh yeah. This is perfect. Okay. So the same thing will go here. think we'll still add light. Should we add light? Okay, I think we'll add dark for this one. A dark version. Quick. It's going to like counteract with the other one. Should get my points. Let's go. Woof, it's looking slick. Dark, yep. And light. Perfect. Oh, it's not looking good to me though. It's not looking good to me. I don't know why. I'm not feeling it. Not, I'm not. I'm not feeling it. That price was kind of like. I think let me return this back. So something like this. Okay, let's try. So maybe we can work with something. I still be like this. I would like to swap. Perfect. So I think that one is done. So this surface, pick these colors, pick the color, however I want to put it. Then still light, a little bit more light. I want this illustration to be so lighted up. It gets really nice. Okay. Okay, for this one, can touch this. Maybe bring this one like this. Okay. Then thinking just to disperse that white inside. I think I should just be live streaming my illustration at once. Or nothing to get skip, you know. So mm, yeah, just something of every day because somebody can just come back and like I can't come back and see my work. Me too. Just data. Let's find it around that. Let's see. Streaming every day is crazy. Don't know how much data MTN is collecting for all this. Opacity overlay. Perfect. It's giving that glass feel. I love it. Now for this side, I think since I've already done that one, let's just copy the properties. Oh, just come here and copy this one. Oof, it's coming in nicely. Yep. Looks good. Looks good. Okay. Doesn't look so good. You can now like for contrast reasons. So that the dark side touches the light side and the light side touches the dark side. You get gist. Alright. Now you now have the bottom. All of a sudden just have this bottom side. Um then we're going to kind of like do this like this. Yeah, touch this one here, and then touch the lighter one. Okay, make it slicker. Just look at the difference from flat. Flat was just flat. Get now this one is kind of like giving. You get now. Let's just complete what we started. This I like to go with something light, so we'll go with the tint. Oh, this tint is tinting. Sure, you get the point. This tint is tinting. Okay, tinting. All right, can change angle. It seems I'm not playing with angles too much these days. So it's now giving. Check it. Now kind of like do this. Okay, do this like this, and then maybe like this. Like this. I want to change angle to minus 150. The light is not giving, so let me try 150. Nope, 45. I think I'll leave it as 45. Then this back side. I want to work on something like this. Maybe a little more dark. That's what it wants. I think. That's what you want, right? We're going to get okay, 150. All right. I would like to work this one like two ways. Just get kind of like this. I've forgotten the hand claw. Can you imagine? And also, hold on. I want to do something like okay, this. Okay, let me focus on this side and finish. Oh, there's still a lot of ground to cover. Maybe 1 0. Oh yeah, I like this. What? This. Hmm. That is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. He's the goat. The goat. Alright. I knew illustrator could be this good. Seems I need to illustrate even more, you know. Then oh, illustrator, can you just surprise me? Thank you. Just do what surprise me these things. Uh, just hate this thing. Alright, so come here and then add your thing. My god. But this is actually sleek, bro. This is fucking sleek. But that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Hmm. It is slapping, slap. Okay. Okay, I want this one to come in from this side. Yep. Mm, what should we do? Okay. Right. Just a little bit of light though, nothing too much. For this side, let's see what works. Why is this is showing blue and purple on this side? I don't get to. Wow. So everybody in YouTube is seeing this thing as purple. That's very interesting. Maybe it's high time for me to change my PC. Hold on. Let me see this in the television. Oh my god. So hold on. Everything I've been seeing is, is weird. This is so fucking weird. Just noticing this is crazy. Looks very blue here. But over here it's purple. Crazy. But the other colors are actually okay, but this is interesting. This is interesting. I think but the colors are still okay though. The colors are still okay. Not like I'm going to do something. This one was oh, this PC will not kill me. I need to just get a new one. Maybe so that display won't keep us. Alright. So very very good vibe check. That's a very big one. I need to change my PC. Colors are not giving. This is already old. It's already old. Alright, I can leave this one to the one. Okay, I think this should work. Let's do away with this one. You can also do okay, you can do this one like this. And look at this beauty. So I'll work with something darker for this one. And then something like this. Yeah. Alright, so let's get into it. Mm, okay. I think this one should be a little darker. Yeah, darker. Enter Jaya. A little bit lighter. Okay. I think we are done with the gradient. So let's just work off the background and finish up. Come up with beautiful gradient work. I said I'm going to. I'll leave the work will be like that. So whatever you like to work on, just work on it. I'm going to re-edit this stuff for future purposes. Okay. So let's compare and contrast. Let me save the work first. Just leave it to save. Not touch anything. We've worked on this stuff for almost 2 hours. So it's just to work up the background and we are done. Okay. So just chill for it to saving 25%. Done quite a lot. Covered much ground this night. So that we can just like so not as fast as this. This is pretty fast. So it's still saving. So just leave it to save. So I'm using it now to just take a break. So I think done saving. Okay. So let's continue. Let's continue. Um, this is a background, and yeah, we're going to use a new artboard for this. Of course, let's get in. So we're going to be designing this. So what will happen is we'll group this work. No, just group the work. Yeah. I'm going to make this guy big. Make this guy, something like this, and big as well. I want to give ourselves more room to play around. Here's our reference. Yeah, I know. Okay, so let's get the reference work, and then yeah, I think I'm going to use n. Yeah. So this is the pencil tool though. I want it to be very random. Ah, perfect. Alright, bring this. This is not our palette. This is our palette. Sorry. Of course, I'm not going to use that though, but I like this pink. Alright, so we're going to use pink, and then so the same thing here for the shadow. Okay, and then yeah, this, you know, something like this. So we keep our reference picture close to just keep getting ideas. So you can leave this one to be like, I can still use this. Okay, so there's just a little bit of randomness that I love about it. So yeah, let's let's walk around that. Use pen. So just to draw some interesting lines. Just draw some interesting lines here. I'm seeing very interesting. Cool. Okay. To just give our work that depth. Okay. Something like this. Alright. So we can now select them. Make it white, of course. Let's make it white. So I'm actually bring this one up now. Is that okay? I'll be back. All right. So I think for this background, going to reduce the yeah, kind of like the brightness, kind of like opacity. Colors are too bright for me. Same thing with this one. So this one is 79. So we can say it more or less. However, we can let's give our magic wand there. Are you serious? Selecting all the strokes. I don't need all the strokes. I only need white strokes. So what if we overlay this? What happens? So pretty much nothing happens. So we can actually kind of like bring this now and overlay this on top. Bring the code to work. Now I still have something like this. Perfect. You can also select this one and then perfect. I'll do this one. Okay. This one can sit around here. Still the same height. Okay, this should be it. Something like that. But it's not right. And then we cannot have like kind of stuff black. And let's switch to purple. Even this overlay segment, no overlaying. Fine. Overlay is no overlaying at all. Interest of light or hard light. What? Fine. How this thing wants to see. something like this. I'm just walking around this side. Um, okay. If I overlay this, okay, and I can still kind of like come bring one from this side up. Hmm, don't mind me from me picking these colors. It's just I just ran out of options, so I just feel like they can work. So I'll send it to the back. See the same ones I want. Okay. Then bring the real illustration. Yeah. Let me just round it up by just adding something here. Oh wow, this is beautiful. Just some more lines here and here. I want to just do some variables. I want something dark. What is fine? Shift X, something darker than that. Or brighter. Yeah, I want to put it double the size. Zero. Alright. I think we are done. This should be it. We'll work on more things. Maybe you can just add some glue. It's already showing here. And just add up some glue. Yeah, into blur, Gaussian blur. Gaussian blur will not give us come on. Okay, so we just reduce the opacity. Some lighting here and there. And for my famous watermark. Yep, my work. Love it. Love it so much. Love the chaos, everything. We'll do better next time. But for now, that's all. So yeah, thank you very much for joining. Really appreciate you all and see you all.